The University of Scranton is proud to have partnered with community groups and organizations to developing this living wage report. Since our first study was released in 2016, the Scranton area has made significant strides in community and economic development, and of this we can be very proud. At the same time, we all know that economic security for many still remains out of reach. We hope that this latest edition of the report provides information and insight to aid our community in tackling the persistence of poverty and the struggles faced by many of our neighbors. There are many important efforts underway to create family-sustaining jobs, to provide education and training opportunities, to offer assistance programs, and the study shows that we all need to redouble our efforts. We can each play a role in building economic security in northeastern Pennsylvania, to promote the common good and the dignity of all, whether as businesses, government, social service agencies, or as individuals. I'm grateful to the various community agencies, many of whom are quoted in the report, who are proud to provide vital services, and we are proud to have our students and faculty engage in service with them. Beyond everything within the report itself, I think it is most important to hear the stories of those who have experienced these challenges firsthand. I'm proud and humbled to introduce Heather, Billy, and Fawn, who will share their stories, their courage, their wisdom and insight, to give us a better understanding of the challenges of economic insecurity.
I got a full-time job. I live in public housing, so my rent went up from $43 to $503, and then my food stamps went from $353 to $87. So it's like I got a step ahead, but a step back.
It's been more difficult since I was incarcerated. Before that, I was doing pretty well. Prior to the recession, I was doing pretty well, and then after that, I was still doing all right. I got laid off. Ended up getting laid off. They closed the place where I was working, and desperate times. I did some desperate things and ended up doing some prison time, and that's what really makes this new process difficult, because my background is keeping me out of a lot of positions.
My challenges started in high school. I lived in a middle-class family and we were well off, but it was abusive. And I think people have a hard time understanding that money isn't always better. So when I left that, I moved in with the other side of my family, and they were poor. They were on welfare and looked down upon, but their home was extremely loving and caring and nurturing.
You get your check, but then your check goes right to the bills, and then it's like, how do you get ahead?
And then when I had kids, we struggled again with finding housing and a job. It's impossible to work a minimum wage job and put your kid in daycare because they just cancel each other out.
I believe that if they would raise the minimum wage and the wages that people make, it could help.
Giving people a chance, giving some more training, some more funding for training, people can go back to school so they can learn how to, provide for themselves.
Programs like Head Start really helped. It allowed my kids to go and get an early education, which was important. And that also allowed me to have 3 hours that I could work on myself. I chose to use it to volunteer in the program, which led to a job, which led to, more opportunities.
I don't want to have to depend on the government for assistance. You just need like a little help, like in the transition.
I'm just hoping that with the programs that I've been using, like outreach, continue to pop up and continue to assist, because they're definitely needed.
The library was a fantastic resource for us.
I work at a recovery center in Carbondale, and I help people in recovery, and I help them, and they also help me. So I really enjoy my job. Something that I would like to consider moving forward to get a degree in CRS. So that would be another step that I'll have to take, and would probably need help to get that assistance to get that class. But then it would be a benefit for me because then my income will be higher, and then could be self-sufficient.
You know, like you said, you can give somebody some fish, or you can teach them how to fish.
Businesses can work on creating flexible hours for parents. When I first got a job after having kids, you were frowned upon, you were fired. It's extremely hard if there's a snow day, but your boss still wants you there at work.
Get some insight from, you know, individual people, and, you know, try to take some advice, or, you know, take some of what they have to say in their experience.
What will you do to change the narrative and legacy in your community? So I think that's something that everyone can think of to figure out how they can help.